Welcome to the Wolverine TV. I'm Clayton Safey with EJ Holland from the Wolverine.com. Remember the promo code Blue60 gets you 2 months of our premium content for free. So check us out over at the Wolverine.com. EJ, we're going to quickly break down TJ Guy, Michigan defensive line signee, who is a versatile athlete. You went to see him over the weekend. Just wanted to get your thoughts on what you saw from him. He's a kid that could possibly slide down to the three technique, could be a guy that plays on the end. I know I talked to his coach a couple months ago, and he was saying that they're working him at all kinds of different positions because he is such a good athlete, and they're trying to prepare him for whatever Michigan may throw his way when he gets on campus.
Yeah, well, first of all, it was just good to see TJ in actual, pads in a real football game. Massachusetts public schools ruled to allow spring football, and so TJ Guy is getting an opportunity to play, and rather than just sitting out the off season and saying I'm going to Michigan, he's doing kind of what Donovan Edwards did and opted in for his senior year, where Donovan opted in for the remainder of his senior year. TJ has a good, I want to say, 7-game season and then a bowl game. So he's getting in pretty much a full year. His team, Mansfield, absolutely obliterated Franklin on Friday night. So, it was tough to really get a ton out of the game. TJ only played a half. But in that first half, he, was a huge factor. He played both offensive tackle and defensive end. So he started both ways, never really came off the field the entire first half. Then I think he only played about a series in the third quarter before they yanked him. So overall, TJ is a big athletic kid. He's about 6'4", 255 right now. He can be a defensive end, or he can slide inside as a defensive tackle. Depending on what Michigan's scheme looks like, he could be one of those edge tackles, the way they use the outside guys in a 3-4. But he could slide inside and do some head up play as well at the nose spot. With TJ, the biggest thing with him is he's so versatile. There's a lot you can do with him. He's, again, a big athletic body with a really high upside. He's still raw technically. A lot of the moves he was doing, a lot of the technical aspects of his game, his get off, still needs some work. He's still really raw in those areas. I feel like a lot of time he was just like making stuff up as he went, kind of finessing. But I think he has those violent hands. He's willing to use an arsenal of pass rushing moves. So with TJ, it's all about everything coming together. And the biggest thing TJ told me after the game was, I want to go to Michigan and I want to learn. I want to be coachable. And so that's exactly the attitude he's going to need to reach that ceiling. And I think if TJ does reach his ceiling, I think he can be a very high level player for Michigan. I know he's just a 3-star kid. I know he didn't have a ton of other big offers, but it's not often you find a big bodied athletic defensive lineman that ran the point guard for his basketball team, that had some, lower level basketball offers. I think TJ is really underrated. And I think right now, he's not as, I guess, respected as some of the other members in the class, but he is a project guy with a really, really big ceiling, and I think he can exceed a lot of the expectations.
Yeah, and if he does, and if he finds the field at Michigan, at any point in his career, or let's say he goes to the NFL, his basketball background, his athletic background could be something that all those announcers are talking about on these games, right? Kind of like a Jimmy Graham type, where everyone will be saying, "Hey, he played basketball." But a heck of an athlete, TJ Guy. And the recap of his game right there. Remember to use the promo code Blue60 at thewolverine.com for 2 months of our premium content for free. We'll see you on the next video.